How's everyone doing? Oops, I got the sound on there. So I'm gonna sign on to Vatsim. Actually, I need to file the flight plan a second time. So let's come over here and file this a second time. Let's get rid of that. And we'll go Vatsim. All right. Is that still showing the correct star? Let me see. BNN1D. It's not showing the star. There, that's better. It's weird. FedEx, Boston. I don't know. Leave that the way it was. Cruising altitude 33 I'm at. Let me verify that. I think I'm at 33. Looking at ACARS. Yeah, I'm at 33. Going to England, Heathrow. File. So that's on there with the correct thing. So we are approaching Slaney. So Slaney says we should have uh, 21,000 pounds of fuel. So I'm going to check 21,000 at Slaney. $21,000 at Slaney. Got way more than enough fuel, so we are good. We'll be at our top of descent at 2152. So that would be 30 minutes. And we'll start our descent. Go to legs. It's interesting that it's dark o'clock over here in London. Looks like it's 10:20 p.m. local time at London, the UK. But I am ahead of schedule because I think originally this was let me see what the total time would be. So Lanny, for example, or Slaney, that takes 5 hours and 17 minutes. I left Boston at 1630. So 1630 plus 5. So 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And then add 15. So 2145. 2145. Yeah, so that's pretty amazing how accurate that is off a sim brief. So I was expected to cross Lanny at 2145. We're crossing at 2137. And I've been at this since 1630 Zulu. So that's really, really cool. So we are doing this arrival. And I actually want 27 left. So ILS 27 left. All right, Lanny. Kennett, and then whatever that D251L thing is. Not sure what that is. And BNN. Oh, that's a radial. That's a radial in to Bovington. So I probably need to know the name of that for ATC purposes. So I will write Bovington. So that's going to be the main BOR for that place. BOVING. And we can descend to, I don't even know, this doesn't have much instruction. We're doing this one, D, 251 inbound, so that's what that is, to BNN, and then we'll be in a hold, I guess, until we get vectored for this ILS. DI 270, I think that's 27 right. Yeah, 1270. But we're gonna go on the I want 27 left because cargo is on this side, so we're gonna land 27 left. So we're doing good. You're doing good. Track the flight on Project Fly. We're currently over Ireland. Let's see if we can see it. Nope. It might be overcast. No, there's only a few clouds at 3,000 feet. We're over something Kerry, Ireland. Vatsim. There is, we might have an approach controller when we get there, but I'm not counting on any ATC because it's late. It's 10:20 p.m. in England right now, so even though we'll be on the ground in an hour, I don't suppose they will be on when we're ready to talk to them because there's only a small little area that will have controller. And we are not there yet. I think I will put this star as an overlay so I can see it easier. It's like the little tip of England is called St. David's. That's interesting. I bet you'd like that, Noel. Little tip of England. Looks like the most western part of the country. It's called St. David's. And Liverpool is above that. I was worried about gas. Not worried. Look at this tailwind. We're doing a ground speed, y'all. 602 knots. That's because we're in the jet stream right now. The winds are, we're at 33,000 feet. The winds are basically 100 knots. Tailwind. Well, actually, it shows right here. 119. 117 knot tailwind pushing us right along. So we're doing a ground speed of 602 knots. And 602 knots is 692 miles an hour. I am almost doing 700 miles an hour across the surface of the Earth. That is crazy fast, y'all. Crazy fast.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start our descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. Make sure your seat belt is securely fastened and all carry-on luggage is stowed underneath the seat in front of you or in the
weather at EGLL.
electronic devices until we are safely parked.
They do a Q&H, that's right. They don't do
We would like to remind you that cushions and
inches of mercury. Alright, so altimeter setting will be 1010. I need to figure out how to... Oh, I guess it would be on the left. Oh, okay. So we'll just adjust it here. This is what I use in the United States, inches of mercury or whatever. And this is something bars, metabars, or micro, I don't know what they're called. But this is what we'll adjust. And that's going to be at transition altitude 7,000 feet, I think. Yeah, 7,000 feet is the transition altitude for ILS 27 left. 6,000 feet. So 6,000, when we're passing through 6,000, we'll have to adjust this for the local altimeter setting. And so it's 1010 and the winds are 220 at 8 knots. go ahead and get online there. Alright, fingers crossed this doesn't do anything bad, but whatever. We are connected to the network. Frequencies are lighting up. I'm gonna switch to Unicom, and we're squawking 22. So once I get to London Center, I can request my clearance for the arrival into London. So it looks like London Center is 127.82. So 127.82. See if I see me on this map. There I am. All right. Yeah, I'm not in anybody's ATC yet, that's for sure. If anybody looks at Vatastic, you'll see me, FedEx 3171. I'm in between Ireland and England right now, over the ocean, or whatever that is. Right, so ATIS is 128.07. Get that ready. 128.07. And tower is 118.5. 118.5 for tower. So this approach is let me see, I'm going to intercept the glide slope around 25, so we'll descend to say 4,000 feet. That should be safe in that area. I don't see anything on star that gives me a looks like 22, so yeah, we'll descend to 4,000 feet when we're ready. A few more minutes. So London Center 127.82. We're on 122.8. Seatbelts are on auto. What does the legs show me going down to? So that shows 7,000 at what's that place? What's that called? Bovington. Transition altitude is 6,000, so that wants me at a flight level. So that's actually flight level 7,000. So we'll descend to 7,000 with standard pressure. Yeah, we'll stay at 7,000. We got 90 miles to go. So 7,000. Let's see if I can get ATIS. I doubt it, but
Left.
I can get it.
Transition level, flight level 75. Surface winds 220, 8 knots. Visibility 10. Kilometers or more, no cloud detected. Temperature +11. Dew point +10. QNH 1010. Acknowledge your receipt of information, November. And report aircraft type and current QNH on first contact with Heathrow. Heathrow information, November. Time 2050. Automatic. Arrival runway 27 right. Departure runway 27 left. Transition level, flight level 75. Surface winds 220. 8 knots. Visibility 10. Kilometers or more, no cloud detected.
Alright, well it looks like we're gonna go for a airport tour because they want ATIS has us landing on the north side and the cargo ramp is on the south side. It's a 27 right according to ATIS, so we'll probably exit down here somewhere and then take. Is there a ground controller on? No, the tower will give us taxi instructions. So we'll just exit. We'll wait for instruction and go to one of these. I'll just let him know. I have no idea which one FedEx goes to, so I'll let him tell us. But yeah, we're gonna plan for 27 right instead of 27 left. So 27 right. Can't stand that squelching noise that X-Pilot does. It's kind of annoying. I got 80 miles out. Actually, that's 80 miles. That's 160. Bring that back to 40 miles. I think it said transitional altitude is 7,500. So 7,500. Say flight level. We'll go down to 8,000 then. I'm gonna listen to ATIS one more time.
Information, Oscar. Time 2120. Automatic. Arrival runway 27 right. Departure runway 27 left. Transition level, flight level 75. Surface winds 220. 8 knots. Visibility 10.
This guy there.
Kilometers or more, no cloud detected. Temperature +11. Dew point +10. QNH 1010. Acknowledge your receipt of information, Oscar.
Now it's Oscar.
Aircraft type and current QNH on first contact with Heathrow.
It's cool. You can get the
Heathrow
accent.
information, Oscar. Time 2120. Automatic. Arrival runway 27 right. Departure runway 27 left. Transition level, flight level 75. Surface winds 220. 8 knots. Visibility 10. Kilometers or more, no cloud detected. Temperature +11. Dew point +10. QNH 1010. Acknowledge your receipt of information, Oscar.
Alright. There's a lot of traffic up here. So I guess we'll be okay with, since the flight level is transition altitude 7,500. And this star doesn't really say that I can tell. So we'll just go down to, we'll just go down to 7,000. And I'll set the QNH when we get down there. I'm looking at the Fantastic map as basically my source of radar, so I know when I'm inside someone's area of responsibility. Alright, so we've got 127.82 for London Center and Heathrow. Towers 118.5. And I'll get a current ATIS before I check in with center again. So 29.82 is also 1010. Okay. So let's reset this for 7,000. And then that will automatically start our descent. So there goes a another airplane. He's pretty close. It's about 10 miles out to my left. He's too far away for me to see though, because he's 10 miles away. But that's proof right there that the X-Pilot developer fixed the TCAS issue, because until now I have not been able to see other traffic. So that is very helpful. I see some blinky lights out there. There's some more aircraft out in front of us. So we probably see some aircraft because it's pretty busy over here. I'm gonna laugh if ATC shuts down right as I'm pulling in. It won't bother me any. I didn't do this flight for ATC. I do ATC every single day on Pilot Edge. This was all about crossing the pond, which I did. And exactly, SimBrief is a remarkable tool how accurately it put me at these waypoints, because this whole flight, about once an hour, I come in and check fuel, time, and all that stuff. And it's been right on the money the entire time. I'm like 10 minutes behind, or 10 minutes ahead of schedule. Alright, so we're gonna go for $27, right? That's 110.3. 110.3. Course heading at 270. And we're going to be coming off VOR out here somewhere. Alright, we're at our top of descent. We're going to start a descent now. Just check my flight plan on Fantastic, and everything is there accurately. Still not about 20 miles or so from this center. 133.7. Looks like the other guy signed off. guy's probably going to sign off, so I'm going to check in. How many miles away am I? Alright, so that is 40, so about 80 miles. London Center, FedEx 3171 Heavy, leaving flight level 303. Would like to pick up my arrival into Heathrow.
FedEx 317, unfortunately I don't control Heathrow. For monitoring your companies 122 decimal 8. Bye-bye.
Roger that, thank you. FedEx 3171. Well, that figures.
On the Shamrock 47 with you current.
So he doesn't control Heathrow. That's depressing. Alright, so monitor that. In tower, we have to get permission to land, that's fine. So tower is 118.5, so I'll dial that in. And since I don't have to worry about anyone telling me what to do, I'll take this down to 3,000. That's a safe altitude. And that'd be tower is 118.5, so I need to get ATIS for the tower to let him know I'm current with whatever the ATIS is for that. And I'll just say I'm on I can assign my own approach because it's Vatsim. Let me back this off a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and am I still descending? What is this thing doing? There, you got legs. $6,000. Speed brakes out. So it looks like it's going to hold me at 6,000. That's fine. So I'll keep it at 6 and then we'll figure out the approach. I'm going to go ahead and set this QNH now. It's not going to really make any difference. It was 1010. And the altimeter to verify it's the same 2982. Is that close? Yeah, that's close. So we'll set both of those and I'll leave that one at sea level or standard. So I'll know to check in with flight level here and I can use the other one there. Alright, so that 110.3, 110.3, 270. Well, that's a shame that I couldn't get ATC for the arrival. But like I said, it doesn't really bother me. The whole purpose of this was so I can say I have crossed the pond, because I'm not going to do it Saturday because I can't sit here for 7 hours straight. Alright. That's 220, so that's fine. Now, you know what I will do? We're going to do terrain mode since I don't know what the terrain is like out here. That might be smart. Add in some speed brakes. Oh, it is kind of hilly. It's kind of hilly.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a few minutes our aircraft will land at the destination airport. For your safety, we ask you to remain seated until the aircraft comes to a complete stop and the fasten seatbelt sign is turned off. When preparing to depart, please make sure to take all your personal belongings with you. Attention international travelers, if you are continuing your flight,
What's
follow the
my
signs to
ETA?
international
Oh, I'll be
transit
on the ground.
area.
This is the airport right here, bud. This is 20 miles. This is 20 miles. So the airport's like 30 miles away. So we're going to be on the ground in like 2 minutes because I don't even have, there's like no ATC for me. No one's telling me. I'm not getting any messages. So I'm just going to go with Heathrow Tower, although he's probably going to sign off before I land because he took down his ATIS. So I'm probably not going to have anyone to talk to, but that's totally cool. So we're going to vector ourselves. So I'm going to want 27 right. Put that as an overlay on my laptop so I can see the approach. And I'm going to slow down. So we're going to go with vertical speed. Bring this back to 180. Yeah, we'll do 190. Awesome. Yeah, I just had joined when they told you they don't cover the airport. That's unfortunate. Yeah, it's my first time ever flying anywhere in the UK, but um, I'm a subscriber to Pilot Edge Network, so I fly with ATC like literally every day. I stream every day at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is usually the time I start, and I fly on Pilot Edge on pretty much everywhere on the west side of the country, the states. But I wasn't really expecting ATC out here at this time of day, just because it is late. It's it's like 10:55 p.m. London time, so it's not shocking that these guys are signing off on me. Oh, and it looks like ATIS is back up, so let me get the ATIS.
And report aircraft type and current QNH on first contact with Heathrow.
All right, that's good. So we might have tower at least. So I'll get
Heathrow information, Golf. Time
Golf.
2120. Automatic. Arrival runway 27 right. Departure runway 27 left. Transition level flight level 75. Surface winds 220. 8 knots. Visibility 10. Kilometers or more, no cloud detected. Temperature +11. Dew point +10. QNH 1010. Acknowledge a receipt of information, Golf. And report aircraft type and current QNH on first contact with Heathrow.
No, I'm not gonna tell him the
Heathrow
QNH, but
information, Golf.
all
Time
right,
2.
I'll just tell him. We'll check it one last time when we're about here. Guess we'll turn on some lights. It's cloudy. I'll turn the lights on down a little bit. Alright, so what's my V speeds look like? Dang it. The camera view gets messed up. So 160 knots will be my final approach speed. And I'll be with 20. Actually 155, but I don't need that much. So we're going to do 160 at flaps 20. That will be our final approach speed. This is kind of cool though. I mean, I don't even care if I have the camera is like jacked up. My shortcuts. I had to install all of England and all of Canada to do this flight. It was only like 70 gigs, so it wasn't like horrible or anything. Alright, so that approach. It's not gonna let me zoom in anymore. That's okay. Alright, that's Heathrow over there. So we're gonna do on 5 flaps. That will help slow us down. Landing lights are on. ILS is on. Let's get ATIS again.
Dew point +10. QNH 1010. Acknowledge your receipt of information, Golf. And report aircraft type and current QNH on first contact with Heathrow.
Alright, so current with Golf. And I'm at 190, so I can do flaps 15. And I want to drop down to, I think this is 2500. Let me see, 27 right. 2500. Slow down to 180. And we're going to drop the gear. I'm going to go auto brake 2. I'll do seat belts to on. And 180 is 20. No, it's 15. No, 180 is 20. 20 flaps. Go ahead and arm the spoilers. This thing's loading. Oh, is it raining? Seriously? Or is it snow? It's 46 degrees. It's not snow. Alright, I guess I'll make contact with Tower. Let him know I'm on a right downwind, 118.5. So we'll switch over to that.
Kilo 1000, taxi, Kilo left Alpha, hold November Bravo 3.
180.
Kilo left on Alpha, holding November Bravo 3 with Kilo 1000.
Heathrow Tower, FedEx 3171 Heavy, current with Golf, entering a right downwind for 27 right, sir.
FedEx 3171 Heathrow, you're outside my airspace. You can monitor Unicom and call me back once you're on the ILS.
Yeah, will do. Thank you. Man, these guys are like not wanting to do anything outside his airspace, like by 50 feet. I'm just going to leave it on. I'm not going to monitor Unicom. That's crazy. Actually, yes, I will. I'm going to announce what I'm doing. Heathrow traffic, FedEx 3171 Heavy, be entering right base for 27 right, Heathrow traffic. All right, so we're at 180, so I'm due. I'll slow down to 160 on the ILS. All right, spoilers are armed. There's something. There's a lot of airports around here. It's kind of fun. I've never been here. This ILS mode. So on Unicom, which I'm on right now, I'll just let whoever knows that I'm, all right, I don't need that. I can see. What is the runway heading 270? Localizer will arm that. There's Heathrow. Look at that. We just flew across the ocean and we are landing in London in six hours after takeoff. That's crazy. It's mind-blowing. What are you doing? I'm gonna vector myself because this thing's being weird. Let's do that. Heathrow traffic, FedEx 3171 Heavy, turning final, 27 right, full stop, Heathrow traffic. We go down to 2000. We'll slow down to 160. Arm approach.
Caution, terrain. Caution, terrain.
Shush. And we'll do flaps 25. Heathrow Tower, FedEx 3171 Heavy, established on a localizer, 27 right.
FedEx 3171 Heathrow Tower.
27 right, clear land, the wind's 230 degrees, 9 knots.
27 right, clear to land, FedEx 3171 heavy. Okay. This is the big moment. The moment we've all been waiting for. Normally I would reset the whatever that's called, but let me go to airport map on this because we're gonna have to park down here, and that's the cargo. It's a 12,000 foot runway, y'all, so I'm gonna try to grease it because there's plenty of runway. I'm gonna try to grease it. No promises. It's so foggy around here. My gosh, is it always like this? All right. 500 feet.
500.
Autopilot off. Speed off. And
400.
float her down. Float her down.
300.
It's like the wind took me a tiny bit off course.
Minimum 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Acceptable landing. Reversers on. It's 90 knots. Reversers off. And looks like there's another turnaround right down here. I think this is a taxiway. Yeah. I think it's snowing. I'm not sure though. It looks like snow. Man, this is killing my frames, whatever this is. It's like it's trying to load stuff.
FedEx 3171, taxi straight ahead at Echo, right Alpha, hold November 7.
Straight ahead, Echo, right on Alpha, and hold short, November 7, FedEx 3171 Heavy. Right on Alpha, so I'm at Alpha. And where is November 7? Turn off the auto brakes. This is cool. It's a nice looking airport. It's a killer on frames, though. My God.
FedEx 3171, you can taxi next left down Delta and then right Alpha to hold November 7.
Sorry about this. First time here, so continue straight. I'm trying to find Delta 7 on this map, or FedEx 3171.
FedEx 3171, if you can take the next taxiway down to your left, and then that'll bring you back out onto Alpha, and then November 7's holding short of runway 27 left as cargo parking is south of runway 27 left.
Oh, roger that, FedEx 3171. I'm just going to go down to the next one because I can't turn there. Where's Alpha 7? I don't see Alpha 7 anywhere. I wonder if this thing... Actually, I don't want to do that. I don't want to risk anything happening. I'll just make a left here. Great view. Thank you for the bright lights of Heathrow. Yeah, this is awesome. It's a frame killer, though. This is crazy on the... I have a beefy computer. I'm getting 20 frames here. I can fly Mr. X ultra high definition LAX and get way better frames than this. I mean, this is stuttering. I don't know if it's just because it's been such a long flight. Alright, so where is Alpha 7? Alpha, I see Alpha. I just don't see Alpha 7. There's November 7. So, I wonder if he's going to tell me. Probably not. I'll just keep taxiing until he yells at me. How's that for strategy? Alright, so we're going to go, I'm going to go, looks like Charlie to Alpha. And then I'll go left on Alpha, which is not that one. It should be this next green line here. These are low visibility lights. So it's kind of like instead of the yellow brick road, you got the green brick road for basically it's like fog lights. The stuttering is crazy. My CPU and GPU is working. I've never seen it work this hard before. I'm like inching along. Why is it doing this?
Heathrow Tower, this is Speedbird 718, gate 521 with QNH1011, Alpha 320 with hotel on board. Spirit 718 Heathrow Tower cleared to Zurich Midhurst trade-off departure.
I like the accents. That's what I wanted to
566.
hear.
Roger, Speedbird 718 is clear to Zurich via the SID.
I don't like why I'm getting
Spirit 718,
16
more of a read back from
frames.
that. It's the Midhurst Freegolf departure, Mike India Delta Tree-Golf.
I was getting
School
like
0566.
35. I wonder if it's Vatsim.
Roger, mid 3 Golf departure and squawk 0566 for Speedbird 718. Speedbird 718, correct.
I'm gonna disconnect because I think it's killing my.
When you've gone past November 7, if you continue on Alpha and take the second right to hold November 5 Whiskey.
Second right, November 5 Whiskey. I see that one for FedEx 3171. Actually, I'm just going to disconnect. Maybe that will do something about my frames. Now I'm at 16. So I disconnected from the network because I don't know if it's the network. He's probably like, he doesn't know what I'm doing, but I'm like fearful that my sim's going to like just crash. And if it does, that's fine. It's like I'm trying to climb back up. Maybe if I jump out of the airplane and back in. No, I'm still getting like 20 FPS. This is crazy. I knew I was going to cross this runway at a place that he didn't want me to, so that's the main reason. So we're going to make, looks like a kind of a cut to the right. And then we're going to have to go left again, I think. He's probably like, thank God the guy signed off. Trying to give this thing enough juice to get over this little hill, I guess. This is a Gateway stock X-plane airport. And I have an i7 9700 with a GTX 1080, and I've never had this kind of performance issue. I mean, it's nice work, but it's definitely not optimized. It's just like jittery as all get out. It's like, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. Good enough. All right, how much gas did I end up with? Oh wow, 20,000. When I first left Boston, it said I'd end up with 10,000, so I did good on fuel. Transponder on standby, and I'll do APU is on, so we'll shut down the engines. And 2986. Looks like the altimeter changed a little bit. Just complete the flight on Project Fly so I can get my credit for it. You disconnected. I disconnected from Vatsim. The guy I was talking to, he wanted me to go down further, and I was just getting tired of told which way to go, basically. All right, so I ended up with 20.8 for fuel. I started with 90,800 pounds of fuel, and I have left 20,800. So let's check out. Has no tower view. But look at the performance, and I'm not even in the airplane. I'm getting 19 FPS. I mean, it'd be a lot better during the day probably without all the lights. But that was fun. I've never done it before. Let me turn off that beacon. There we go. We have arrived. Let me get a credit from my FedEx flight. And I would replay the landing usually, but the performance is not good enough for that. Well, that's it. Now I can uninstall all that scenery that I downloaded. Maybe I'll try a custom Heathrow next time. Maybe that would be more optimized, because this is ridiculous. 18 frames for a gateway airport is not acceptable with a powerful, more or less powerful computer. Understand that. Nice seeing all as you went on the runway. Spectacular. Yeah, I'm glad I recorded it. So I'm going to upload, this morning's flight leaving Boston, and I'm going to upload this stream showing the arrival. And that way I'll upload them to both YouTube, and we'll have basically the whole flight wrapped up into one. Whoever built the airport, it's a nice airport, but they just need to tweak it, I guess. I mean, all the airports in the U.S. never gave me this kind of frames that night. I landed into New York City with Newark, Dewesky's airport. Constantly get in the mid-20s, 25, 30 frames with those airports, but it's interesting. Anyway, thanks for watching. Catch y'all next time. Chase out.